Next, we move on to specification number 10, which asks us to construct and interpret pyramids of numbers, biomass and energy. We will begin with the pyramid of numbers. A pyramid of numbers is a diagram that shows the number of organisms present at each trophic level in a food chain. It starts with the producers at the base, followed by the primary consumers, secondary consumers, and finally the tertiary consumers. Each trophic level is represented by a horizontal bar, and the width of each bar indicates the number of organisms present at that level. This type of pyramid helps us understand how population size changes as energy moves through a food chain. It is important to remember that a pyramid of numbers represents only the number of organisms at each trophic level. It does not show the size of the organisms or the amount of energy they contain. Instead, it simply compares how many individuals are present at each level of the food chain. Although it is called a pyramid of numbers, it does not always have the shape of a true pyramid. In some ecosystems, the pyramid may even be inverted. For example, a single large tree can support hundreds or even thousands of insects. In this case, there is only one producer but many primary consumers, making the producer level narrower than the level above it. This happens because one large organism is capable of supporting many smaller organisms. When constructing a pyramid of numbers, the trophic levels must always be arranged in the correct order. Producers are placed at the bottom, followed by primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. The order should never be changed, even if the resulting diagram is not pyramid-shaped. In general, larger organisms are fewer in number, while smaller organisms are usually much more numerous. As shown in the first diagrams, the pyramid of numbers can vary between different ecosystems. In the land ecosystem, grass seeds form the producer level and support mice as the primary consumers. Snakes feed on the mice as secondary consumers, while mongooses occupy the highest trophic level as apex predators. In the aquatic ecosystem, microscopic algae act as the producers, water fleas are the primary consumers, carp are the secondary consumers, and catfish are the top consumers. In both examples, the number of organisms generally decreases as we move up the trophic levels because less energy is available to support larger populations at higher levels. The second diagram shows an inverted pyramid of numbers. Here, a single box tree acts as the producer and provides food for many caterpillars. The caterpillars are eaten by wasps, which are then preyed upon by bee-eaters. At the highest level, fleas live as parasites on the birds, resulting in a large number of tiny organisms at the top of the pyramid. This example demonstrates that pyramids of numbers are not always pyramid-shaped because one large producer can support many smaller consumers, and parasites can greatly increase the number of organisms at higher trophic levels.